Something smells yummy.
Is it my morning breath?
No, I don't think that is it. Someone's cooking something. Unless you're on fire.
Am I on the fire?
Ain't nobody better be on fire out in there! Comes a yell from an adjoining room.
Did somebody say fire?
Fear not, friend.
You know, friend is just a few letters away from becoming fireball.
I do not believe so.
Yes, it is. Friend, and then this is F-I-R-E in there. And then you just put ball at the end.
Is the narcoleptic up?
Yes, friend. His narcolepsy seems to be gone now. Nothing like a good night's rest.
Well, get on up in here. Grits is being served.
Yum.
You go up there, I guess.
Alright.
Good morning.
Good morning, she calls out back to you as you guys follow your noses to the source of the smell. And you find Hilde. For Alex's sake, I'm going to describe her again. She's a fairly muscular woman, Alex, with currently wearing a sleeveless sort of like peasant's vest and shirt underneath. It's clear she's torn the sleeves off of it. Her arms are covered in a network of scars and like age-old bite marks. When she turns to you, she's holding several plates kind of stacked up on her forearms and her hands that have various foods that we'll describe in a moment. But the first thing that you really notice about her face is that it's covered in some really nasty scars. But definitely the worst is her left eye, which has just been mangled by the look of it. She doesn't wear an eye patch or anything, and it's clear that the eye inside it is dead. Her eyelid is constantly like half closed, covering the kind of red space underneath it.
Ouch.
Looking her in the face is very disconcerting because of her eye. And she kind of gestures with one of her shoulders to a nearby table that's big enough for all of you. And she starts placing down plates on it. And you can see that she's made eggs, bacon, some what looks to be toast. She's also made some something called scrapple. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
No.
Tal, you should know what scrapple is. Oh wait, no, isn't
I
it?
do not.
All right, I'll show you what scrapple is. It's like bits of leftover meat left over from butchering, essentially done in like a loaf sort of look. Post it in Hero Factory. That.
Why would you think that I would know what that is?
It's a southern. I thought it was a southern thing, but it's mid-Atlantic actually, as it turns out. I had it when I was in Pennsylvania. It's really awful. I don't like it at all. And she kind of gestures for you all to have a seat. Big day today.
Yeah.
Wait, and she kind of she double takes at Helena.
Hello.
Weren't you at Wharf the other day?
I grew up and got pretty.
She looks at Orlind questioningly, because Orlind's been kind of the only one talking apart from Redrin, and Redrin's now gone.
You see? I'm not sure either. Our employer is very mysterious.
She kind of blinks at you. So what is She coming with us now, then?
Yep. I'm a cleric.
I mean, so was the other one.
I'm a better cleric.
This one seems very competent as well, so I see no problem with bringing her.
I mean, I don't rightly care. As long as she's capable of killing a wyvern, I've got enough vials of manticore blood for all of you.
I can certainly try and keep you all alive.
She kind of laughs at that. And this is what you guys are talking about while you're eating now, by the way.
I may or may not have considered lying and saying that Rinder has like a split personality.
So you guys all are eating breakfast with her. Is there anything?
I should have gone with kiss. Which once kissed me, and now I turn to a girl once in a while.
I mean, Redrin was a girl.
Then even better.
A better girl.
It was a better girl.
You guys are all eating at the table. Hilde's on sitting there as well, eating as well. She seems to have made a triple helping for herself, and she gestures at Rinder's plate, which is also covered in food. You look like you got an appetite, boy.
Rinder sips a water. Daintily, pinky out.
Yeah, actually, all of you guys have some sort of milk or juice in front of you, apart from Rinder, who only has water in front. And like, when Rinder, you kind of look at it questioning, she says, "Right, the dwarf already told me what you prefer."
Right.
Unless you want some of my juice.
I'm fine.
You should drink milk for healthy bones.
Gross.
Why is that gross, friend? Tell me. What is so wrong with healthy bones?
No, it's just a preference.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys want to ask her any questions while you're eating?
So, I do have questions, but I don't know which one to ask.
Any do or don'ts? Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna ask if she can tell us more about this country.
Yeah, well, the country is, give me a moment to give it a name. Because I spent, if you couldn't tell, I spent more time building the character than I did.
I think you did say the name yesterday, but I forgot.
I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I remember doing so. No, I said the county.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The reason why I ask about the country is because I'm more interested in her other country, you know?
Yeah, no worries.
I want to have some world building so I understand her.
Yeah, it's the country's name is Domelsi, and it's a monarchy. The military is comprised mostly of people who start at the Monster Hunter academies first, since our country has a lot of varied terrain and is one of the largest on the planet, making it so we have a lot of area to cover. So the military doesn't normally handle things to do with monster requests, and our adventurers, rather than being the normal type who stop cults and such, end up dealing with monsters 90% of the time. So instead they just came around to being called monster hunters. So as such, a lot of our goods and manufacturing is based off of killing monsters.
Huh. Very interesting.
I was one of the best. So good, in fact, that they started using me as a recruitment tool to get more people into the monster academies. And I didn't mind that so much. Just meant every now and then I'd visit a village or something, talk up about, you know, what it was like being a monster hunter, and the pay is nice. And eventually, however, they decided that it was too risky if I end up getting killed. and so retired me to this here farm. I'm not about that, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, that's why we're taking you with us once we're done with this, right? Right?
Exactly. I'm still in my glory days. She looks to be in her early 40s, by the way. Any more questions there, freak?
What? What the fuck? What did I do?
While fighting this thing, do you have any do's and don'ts?
Don't get stung. It's gonna hurt like a bitch, even with the poison antidote that you'll be drinking beforehand. It'll wear off after a few hours after you drink it too. So we're gonna want to make sure that we kill it before it wears off, because that poison will hurt like hell.
Stung by which part?
Its stinger.
On its hind?
Tail.
Okay.
Also, what we're going to be doing is once we get to its lair, they normally like to roost up in high up open spaces in the mountains, meaning that we can't really fight it in the open because it's not going to land, and we'll have to end up taking it on with bows. And it's much easier if we can just try and convince it to get into a tight space. So what we're going to do is we're going to run downhill down the mountain, taking cover in the crags as we go, so this way it can't swoop down and pick any of us up off the ground. Make sense?
Sure.
So you're going to want to move quick and get into cover fast. Once we've lured it downhill, we're going to be looking for a cave. I've got a map of the area, and I think I've found a good one, so I'll be leading you guys towards it. Once we get to the cave, we're going to get in there, and we're going to just fight it inside the cave where it can't take off. To recap, don't get stung, and don't be in a spot where it can swoop down on you.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Hello?
Hi.
Mhm.
Wait, guys, to do anything else?
I was waiting for Martin to come back. Orlind doesn't have anything to ask, so...
Sorry about that. I'm back. Whew.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
Nope. I don't think so.
Shall we be on our way? Friends? Going? I think we can just go. Because we're done
Okay.
talking.
I'm so sorry. I'm worse today than I am.
That's right. So, you guys have some more small talk with Hilda amongst yourselves as you finish up your meals. And she leads you outside, and it's early morning. She says, now the mountains are a 2-day ride away from here, if we're going to get into position. So we're going to stop off at an abandoned church on the way on this map. All right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to rest in the church, and then we'll move on in the morning. I've got horses for each of you, apart from the freak. For him, I got him a donkey.
Nice.
Yeah, a donkey.
Just because I know your kind don't really like horses too much.
Hey, that's racist.
She shrugs. Don't give a damn. Dirty goblin is a dirty goblin, no matter how tall it is.
Oh. I've done nothing but be nice.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I
Thanks,
used to
dude,
kill
for
you,
coming.
your kind, as a warm-up.
What? That's so mean.
She shrugs. Do you guys get on your horses?
What's its name?
Yeah,
Helena?
what's its name?
Helena's is Buttercup. Rinder's is Thunder. Orlind, yours doesn't have a name.
I shall name you Horse.
And Aink, your donkey is a little bit special.
Yes, the way I like him.
We call him Butthole.
Named after your husband.
She she kind of glances at you, and you can roll me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. That's not what I want to hear the first thing in the morning. Wisdom. There we go.
Yeah, you resist being actually scared, but you do realize that provoking her is a poor idea, especially with your race.
Okay.
And I'm guessing you guys get going, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she comes back out with her horse, she's wearing leather armor and is carrying a broadsword and a battle axe, as well as a longbow and a bunch of arrows that she attaches the battle axe to her horse and keeps the broadsword on her side. You guys ride. Anything you want to talk about while riding?
Mm.
Why is my donkey special?
You've learned this pretty quickly. I think it's really dumb. Like, it keeps wandering off the path, and you have to essentially spend your entire time trying to keep it focused on following the others as it trots along. It also seems to every 10 minutes take a shit. It doesn't stop while pooping either, it just keeps going.
I was gonna say, okay, so far it's just like Uniper. But then
Juniper of donkeys. Anyways, you ride your little butthole all the way to the church. And you guys get there eventually. The countryside is peaceful and you enjoyed your ride. It was calm, there was no problems. Can you guys see the map? I just got an error message when I revealed it.
No.
No.
It's black.
Hold on, let me refresh.
Now we can see it. We can see lines that you have drawn that I am assuming were supposed to be...
Yeah, dynamic lighting. Strange how they dynamic lighting. One moment.
Maybe it's the end of the subscription.
It might be, and I might not be able to use dynamic lighting anymore. Do you guys still see them or not?
No.
No.
And is dynamic lighting working?
No.
No.
We can see the whole map.
Yeah?
Yes.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's a page setting issue. Hold on.
There we go.
You guys arrive at the church. It looks really well kept for something that's been abandoned.
Why is it still so well kept, even though it's been abandoned?
Brunhilde shrugs.
Do we see any like religious symbols anywhere?
Yes, there's some on the big double doors that are ahead of you.
Should we?
Can I make
start-
a
yeah.
religion roll?
You sure can.
Don't know. If it's not about my god, I don't know.
Not Tabris.
Tabris.
Let me roll
Him too.
with my +1.
Right, let me explain this.
Oh,
What was that?
Orlind, first off, Orlind, you were like, wait a minute, I know what that is. And then Aink walked up to the doors and was like kind of examining the religious symbol, and he reaches out to touch it and it breaks and falls off.
That seems unnecessary, friend.
That seems disrespectful.
Aink,
The only religion I need is Takahara-chan.
well, first off, Takahara! Your pillow says. And, Aink, I need you to roll me, pick me a number between 1 and 10,000.
Oh,
You
jeez.
suddenly feel like you've pissed off a higher power.
Okay, how about, 1,119.
That's... well, that's gonna have amazing connotations in future versions of Hero Factory, but for now, you don't feel any different.
Oh.
Oh no.
Cal, let me. I'm gonna send you what just happened.
Oh,
This
God.
way, because I'm gonna probably need you to to get working on something like this in the future now.
uh-oh.
Mm,
The town full of Tombo days.
Haha, I understood that reference.
I just re-listened to that episode.
Oh.
I don't like this.
Me either.
You don't feel any difference, but you feel like someone somewhere was pissed off at you, and now you feel nothing. Nothing seems to have changed. But
Uh-oh.
whatever was angry at you definitely isn't angry at you anymore.
Uh-oh.
There's a town full of Ainks.
Well. Oh, where should we go, I guess?
Alright, so you guys are going inside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one moment. Alright. You guys come inside the church. It's evening out now, by the way. You arrived here around the time that Hilde thought you would.
I like a token.
Thank you.
Yes, you worked very hard on it, huh?
Shut up. She starts tending to her gear and, like, setting up on one of the pews like she's gonna sleep.
Well, is there anything in here that we can, like, touch?
Or at least look at.
Yeah.
Would we like to try another religion check to see where the fuck we're camping out?
I'd love that if it's possible.
Of course it is. Yeah, there's a big statue on the stand over there, kind of like behind where it looks like someone would preach. And as you guys look around, you realize that the pews are they're comfortably set up. Like, it looks like instead of just stone,
What the fuck is that?
What?
Oh, assholes are throwing
Firecrackers.
yeah, at our dogs.
At your dogs?
What the hell?
Yeah, it's like falling from the fucking top of the goddamn mountain.
Can you yell at them?
Can you shoot them?
Honey,
Yeah,
can you go yell at them or something?
I can't. They're on top of the fucking hill. They're the assholes who came and threw like debris into our yard after the fucking hurricane.
Set up your sniper rifle.
Yo, I'm about to.
Just lean out the window and yell, "I have a gun."
Yeah, okay, me and like 50 others around the area.
You don't understand it, Dylan. The only thing that could scare them is by saying, I have La Chancla.
Oh yeah, just throw a slipper at them.
Whatever, let's make a religion roll.
Okay. Anyways, like I was saying about the pews, also, this is why I don't normally do exposition, because every time I start doing it, y'all interrupt me. So I was waiting.
Sorry.
I waited for you guys for so long to start asking for exposition and shit. The second I start, I get interrupted.
To be fair, it's not like Alex can control people trying to throw firecrackers at her dogs.
I know, it just always happens. Anyways, the pews have, like, it looks like, gray, like little bits of gray sticking out from underneath the stone.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, that's it. Unless you guys are gonna roll me perception checks, telling me what you're examining. Like, you guys gotta talk to me. You can't just expect me to prompt you for everything.
I'm gonna do another religion.
Yeah, I'm waiting
roll.
for the people with higher skills to roll, that's why.
Okay.
I mean, I think you should...
So, Helena,
Okay.
you see the statue?
Yeah.
Now that you see the statue, you know that this is the Church of Domi, god of travelers and hospitality.
No. Neato. I relayed this information to everybody.
It's also probably why the church is well upkept, despite being abandoned. Domi's churches are meant to be sanctuaries for people who are traveling, as well as places that anyone can just come in and sleep if they need. Anyone else?
What did you mean when you said there was like bits of gray sticking up?
Well, why don't you roll me some sort of check?
No, I mean, I just don't understand what you're talking about, but...
There's something gray sticking out from underneath the stone.
Okay, I guess I'll roll perception.
They look like blankets, mats, and pillows as you lift up one of the pews, realizing that the little bit of gray that you're seeing was a corner of one of the blankets that was sticking out.
Ooh.
And that the pews, if you lift them up, all have like supplies underneath, including some like little bits of dried food and shit.
Well, I guess Orlind will start fixing up his place to sleep.
Sorry.
Anyways, Helena, since I heard you leave, I paused in your check for a moment, and I was telling you that like that's why this place is so upkept, because it's meant for and except despite being empty, it's meant for people to come and sleep and crash here if needed on their way to somewhere else.
Oh, neato.
And Orlind lifted up one of the benches to find, like one of the bench seats, to find that underneath are some rations as well as blankets and pillows. And Helena, so with your religion check, you also know that you're expected to anything that you take out, like if you use the blanket,
put it back.
yeah, essentially you're expected to like wash the blankets, replenish the food, and you're also expected to each of you drop something behind in an offering box that should be located on top of the altar. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just it's something that like the religion does as a way to say I've been here. So it's got to be something personal to you guys. It doesn't.
I don't have anything personal.
That's the thing. It doesn't have to be something major. Like it could be a scrap of cloth. It could be like a coin with your initials carved into it. It just has to be something like small. So this way the next people who come by can look in the offering box and see what travelers came before them. And then they take what's in the offering box to bring with them on their travels. So you're also expected to go up to the offering box and take the previous people who stayed here, like mementos.
Oh god, I'm scared of what Aink's gonna leave.
Alright. Aink approaches the pew, pulling out what appears to be a severed tiefling head that's pretty heavily.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a little too much, Aink.
Oh, is it? Put the head back inside. And
Why do you carry that around? That's not okay.
Stop typing!
Okay, and he pulls out a hand from which the stump is constantly bleeding.
No! Don't you have anything that's not a body part and bleeding?
okay, I guess he puts it back inside. I don't. I leave the ford.
The what? The Ford?
Ford?
You leave your car keys?
No, I'm kidding.
You leave your car keys in the box?
No.
I'm like, what the fuck are
He
these?
puts in the pin that he bought at the anime convention.
Okay.
No, I just put. What was it?
Helena, I'm guessing
I-
you explained this to the party, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Brunhilde didn't know about this, so she walks up to it as well, and she removes like an arrow from her quiver and leaves it in the box, and reaches in and takes something that you guys don't see before putting it in her cloak. And then she goes back to where she's planning on sleeping.
I guess Aink, he opens up like the seam from the pillow and takes out one of the downs, whatever the fuck you said, call it, like one of those feathers.
Okay, yeah, you take out one of Takahata's feathers. You hear as you open up the seams, you hear a horrible scream in pain.
Oh, Jesus.
Do we hear this?
Yeah.
I leave the feather.
And
Because
do you
Huh?
reseal it?
Yeah, I mean,
Make me an Arcana check to see if you can keep the the fact that it's your magical focus intact.
I'm gonna use my wild search thing on this.
Okay.
Because fuck if I lose another arcane focus.
You're just going through these Takahata pillows. Yep, you're good. You managed to steam it back up, and your pillow goes, Daddy, why?
I'm not your daddy.
Takahata!
Helena.
I'm leaving the most important thing of mine, so that one day they can partake in you as well.
Takahata!
That's the weirdest fucking Pokemon I've ever heard.
What's a Pokemon?
What's a tater tot?
Who's going up to the box first? Let's start with that then.
Helena's gonna grab one of her candles, carve up her initials, and leave it there.
Alright, what do you take from the box? Inside, it looks like there is an arrow that was obviously left by Brunhilde. There's a small, doll. A wooden carving of what appears to be a woman. As well as some other trinkets. I can describe more trinkets if none of those do it for you.
She'll pick up the doll.
Okay, you have a little doll. It's got red twine for hair and little button eyes and what looks to be some sort of button that was carved into a triangle for a nose and a sewn-on mouth. And it's smiling.
Oh, Hope is gonna love this.
It's wearing a little dress as well.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's cursed.
Aink's gonna leave the...
It's fucking Annabelle.
Aink?
Oh no.
Aink is gonna walk up and he's gonna leave a feather and tell me something that just feels out of place in there.
Something that feels out of place? Alright, well, as you kind of root through everything, there's a lot of stuff in the box, because a lot of people come and use this. You hear a...
Oh no.
And as you kind of root through the box, a duck head pops up and goes at you.
Oh, I take the duck out of the box.
It goes... You're pretty sure nobody left this here, and somehow the duck just wound up in this box. It also seems to have a familiar feather pattern.
Huh. Huh. Okay. Wait, so does that mean that that's the item I took out, or
You don't know, but you did take something out of the box.
Fine.
Who's up next?
Aink was originally supposed to be lawful evil. I guess he'll be satisfied with this.
Who's up next?
Orlind will go next.
Okay, Orlind.
Yeah.
What do you leave in the box?
I messaged you.
Oh yes, right, you did. What do you want to take from the box? Do you want me to describe new trinkets, or are you okay with the ones I've described?
Is there anything? There's no other letters or drawings, right?
There's a book, and there is a couple drawings.
What kind? Actually, I'll take one of the drawings.
You remove one of the slips of parchment that it looks like a very well done charcoal drawing of another group of people standing in front of this very same church outside of it. They're all in armor or leathers, led by a woman with blood red hair in the front of them, and on their breasts they all sport a symbol of some sort. The picture's a little blurry. You'd have to roll in places, you'd have to roll a perception or an investigation to try and figure out exactly what the symbol was supposed to be of. Just because detail at that level was hard for a stick of charcoal by the look of it.
Right. Yeah, I'll roll I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna roll investigation.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Naturally.
Oh.
It's of a bleeding rose. Like, it looks like a rose that is blossoming, and blood is dripping from them.
Is Hilde asleep?
No.
I'll just let Rinder go first, and then I'll ask her about it.
Alright, Rinder.
I messaged you. He leaves.
Okay, what do you take? Do you want a description of something, or just...
I don't remember what he said.
Okay. Is
No,
there anything in particular Rinder would be looking for?
Well, I don't know.
What? His camelback.
No, especially, I guess.
His camelback's too precious. That's why I said his koozie.
Alright, there looks to be like a carving of a woman. There's a few letters. There's like what appears to be a pair of golden bands that you're pretty sure are wedding rings. There's all sorts of other stuff too. But those are the three things that really catch your eyes. Unless you want me to describe more stuff, because I can just make up more trinkets if you'd like.
He takes a new wedding ring. Fuck this ring, I'm taking a new one.
Fuck you, Shay.
There's also what appears to be wrapped in some sort of parchment. There's a small object. You'd have to take the parchment out and unwrap it to see what's in it.
He does that. Takes
As you unwrap it, it appears to be a an earring that hangs down slightly with a blue jewel. And
the ear is still attached.
It's not, but there's also a note inside the parchment.
What does it say?
Wear me so that I may visit places I've never seen.
Interesting.
Pierce your ear right here. Just like when I was in high school and somebody decided to pierce their ear in the hallway with a safety
What
pin.
the fuck?
It was with a safety pin.
I remember people doing that in school, but not in the hallway.
Americans and Puerto Ricans are savages.
Puerto Ricans are Americans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Idiot. I love you.
your people are savages.
Only our high schoolers.
Surrender,
Yeah.
what do you take?
I feel like I would have to do a con check on that earring. Just gut instinct. The letters, the wedding bands.
You can take the statue of the woman and then jack it to her.
What the fuck?
Or use it as a butt plug.
Where the fuck did that come from, Tal?
No idea.
It's
It's
May,
kind of concerning.
So it's May, so I had to think of like the least innocent thing that I could.
Because it's May? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's the least innocent.
I'm dying.
Oh, wait. Can you think of something less innocent? Tell us then, May, what would you do with this wooden statue of
Oh lord, just pick
Carry
something.
that.
May. Pick something.
He,
You're
Probably
being
gonna regret-
awfully indecisive there, friend.
Don't push him. He can pick whatever he wants.
I could give you my tiefling head if you want it.
Why do you carry that?
Because I put it down on my character sheet and I never took it off.
It's rotting, by the way, meaning that you smell awful.
We should bury that.
Nah, it's fine. He gets to see the world this way.
Takahata!
I'm
Just
probably
like
gonna
that.
regret this, but I'll take the earring.
You gonna take the earring? Alright.
Yeah.
Do you put it on?
Well, no. I mean, I don't have. No, he doesn't.
Do you want me to
does
make you
Ear right now.
pierce? Yeah. Do you want
They
me to
don't-
help you pierce the ear?
They don't hurt that bad.
You got slashed by worst.
We're about to fight
Later.
a wyvern, and you're scared of a little earring?
Later.
Do not be afraid, friend.
Do it, pussy, Hilde says.
It's not for me.
Do it for the vine.
Who's it for?
Oh,
Who is
will
it
you
for?
perhaps give it to your girlfriend?
Oh, I didn't know you had somebody. Rinder.
Oh, is he gonna give it to the little baby? Well, not your baby, the other baby, the other baboo.
What other baby? There better not be two fucking babies in the Tantalium. Tyr is angry enough that there's one.
No, I'm just talking about Violet. That's
Oh.
his reconciliation gift.
I killed
Sorry.
your dad. Here's
Sorry
an
for
earring.
murdering your dad.
Here's
Here.
a possibly cursed earring.
Alright.
And Rinder runs off.
He walks out.
Stop bullying me! He runs out with tears flowing behind him.
Alright, so
No, he grunts and walks off.
you're taking a walk outside, Rinder?
Yes.
Alright. Rinder, move down to Hero Factory number 2.
I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna totally regret this now.
Yeah, bye. Nice knowing you, Rinder.
Was I supposed to go?
Well-
Because I'm recording.
No idea.
You could pop in there real quick.
For the recording purposes.
Okay, yeah, I
thought.
was just wondering.
Yeah. Rinder, as you exit the church, I need you to roll me an athletics or an acrobatics at disadvantage.
19.
One moment. A hand claps down over your mouth. And you hear whispered in your ear, "Scream and we'll shank you." What do you do? The guy has grabbed a hold of you from behind. And as your eyes are adjusting to the darkness, you can see more shapes outside the church.
Can I backpedal into the door?
No, he was behind, like, he came behind you as you came out and grabbed you. He's between you and the door.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you want to try and just slam yourself into the door?
Yeah, backpedal.
Alright, roll me an athletics at disadvantage again.
Why
there's-
does
Because he's got the drop on you and he's holding on to you.
right? But would he
So-
expect me to do that?
I mean, you're not trying to escape the grab, and so he's trying to hold you still. So yes, he expects you to try and move or struggle.
Ten.
No, you try to move back, and you two bump against the door, but it doesn't rattle or it doesn't do anything. It doesn't open. And he kind of like takes you to the ground, pushing your face into the dirt and taking one of your arms behind your back. Quit struggling. We're not here for you. What do you do?
Trying to think here. Guess it would be disadvantage if I try to get out now.
Yeah. And the DC's higher because now he's got you pinned to the ground.
He doesn't struggle then. He stays still.
Good boy. Now listen here. We're here for Hilde. We know she's left the farm. We know she's probably going off to hunt some. We've been sent to make sure that doesn't happen. Got it? We don't want to see nobody hurt. Nobody needs to die tonight. So I'm going to let you go. You're going to go back inside this church. You're going to convince her to go back to the farm. Got it?
You got the wrong person for the job.
Well, if you can do the job, we're willing to pay you 10,000 gold. Just get her to go home. All right? He twists your arm painfully. I asked you a question, all right?
Told you I'm not much of a talker. I'm a soldier, not a friggin' actor.
I can see that. You're part of our military. So you should be able to do this. Your king and country will be proud of you if you can get her to go back. If you can't talk her into it, force her into it. Just don't hurt her. All right?
Fine.
Good. And he lets go of you. Now, we are going to have people listening in through the windows. If we hear you mention anything about us, we're going to board the doors and set the church on fire. We're pretty sure Hilde can get out of that. And then when she does, we'll arrest her. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So don't fucking say anything about us. You've got until the morning to complete your task.
Okay, I warned you.
Alright, now get out of here, you scamp. You go back inside?
Yes.
Okay. He brushes you off of dirt first. Okay, let's go back up.
Oh, literally, as she went to grab a snack.
Rinder comes back in.
So can I talk to Hilde now?
Yes.
So, friend.
Yeah? Hello.
Hello. Would you happen to know anything about a symbol that looks like a bleeding rose?
Never heard of it.
He shows her the drawing. Do you recognize this woman?
Never seen her before.
He folds it up and then puts it back in his coat.
Okay.
Would that be a history check?
Be
I mean,
some sort of
obviously.
check if you want to discover more information.
What does a bleeding rose tell me? Fuck all.
You're not certain. Like, there's nothing you can really glean from the picture to tell you about it.
Hello?
Hello?
Well,
Sorry. So, what happened?
I mean, I just asked her about... Oh, fuck, I need to change my token. Okay, Dylan, I just updated my token.
okay.
I just asked her about the drawing. But she didn't know shit.
Sorry, what was that?
Huh? No, I was just talking to Alex.
Okay.
Okay. And what happened with Rinder?
Hey,
We
you
know?
came back. You came back real quick.
You okay?
Would you like more water, friend?
Do you want to touch my head?
Please.
No.
Do you
Don't.
need to use the restroom?
Do you need a hug?
Would you like me to hold your hand as you go take a leak?
Why are you
Glares.
guys glares? Why are you guys bullying him?
I do not know what you mean, friend. Some people, you see, are afraid of going to the restroom by themselves out in the woods.
You don't need to hold their hand to go pee.
I suppose not. However, I also do not see why people would be afraid in the first place. But that does not stop me from asking
Maybe
people.
children.
You sure are pacing a lot, friend. Are you sure you do not need to use the restroom?
I'm fine.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Not enough.
Enough.
I mean, I can roll an insight just to see if I get a nat 20 to stop this mess.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Rinder.
What?
You're surely moving a lot.
He seems perfectly fine to me. In fact, he seems to be in the peak of health.
Did something happen?
No.
No, I don't mind to be pushy, but it doesn't seem that way.
I'm fine. I just want to go back.
Go back where?
Home.
Oh.
Hmm.
Where is home anyway?
Home is where your heart should be.
Masa with Takahara-chan!
That's your home, I guess.
Where's this guy's home when he holds up the head?
Why?
Haha, in your pocket now, friend. That is where his home is.
Why? No respect for life of any kind.
I respect the forest, friend.
Well, since he doesn't want it, since he just tells us everything is fine, I guess everything is fine.
I guess. Well, we should get ready to sleep then.
I agree.
Hilda,
Yeah.
I left my ring back at your farm. Can we go back for it?
I mean, after we're done killing the wyvern, yeah. You can roll me a deception if you want, Rinder, as well.
Oh, great.
Yeah, your ring can wait. We're gonna go. We can get it after we kill the wyvern. So to be honest, I wasn't planning on going back to the farm again.
Are you perhaps getting cold feet, friend?
He ignores it, Orlind.
If you need to look for, maybe you do have in your possessions. I do have a locate spell.
That's fine, Helena. I don't need magic to find it. I know where it is.
Do you cast locate?
Yeah, she's gonna do it anyway.
You've been in contact with the ring before, I remember, so you know what it looks like. So yeah, your locate will work. Rinder, where's the ring at?
It's on its chain around his neck. So it's like in his armor, essentially.
Helena, that is what your locate spell reveals to you.
She squints. And she gets closer to Rinder. Buddy. Hey, it's time to drop the charades. We're all worried.
I am not worried.
I'm whispering.
Rinder,
Hmm.
there are windows at the end of every pew.
I figured. What about over here?
No windows. Oh, Orlin's laying down to sleep.
Yeah, you got a fucking nat 1 on insight.
Poof. Hilde lays down as well.
Aink lays down.
Helena, Rinder.
Trying to think here, because I don't have. I have no idea what you're talking about, Helena.
I rolled a 24 in insight.
Yeah, you know something's up.
Yeah. It's just me, Rinder.
Also, yeah, you located the ring that he said he left back at the house, and you totally are aware that it's around his neck currently.
Mm-hmm. I know your ring is around your neck. What is going on? I thought at least you can trust in me a little bit. We've been on a few missions by now.
I do trust you.
Then?
What's that?
I have the trackpad, not my mouse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Helena starts using echolocation to find the ring.
Oh! The duck, by the way, curls up on top of you, Aink.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Rinder,
He looks around all the windows.
roll perception.
Oh, okay. 18.
One moment, I'm going to type something to you. Ignore the title of this song. I'm just using this music because I think it's more appropriate to the current mood.
Corpses. Okay.
It's just the song title that I used for when it was on the train arc.
Oh.
Nay?
I'm trying to think here. Sorry.
Something happening?
I'm probably gonna regret this, but Rinder is full of regrets right now anyway, so
No regrets.
What do you
Helena
regret?
tilts her head.
Uh, he speaks. He whispers back in a hushed voice in Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get Hilda home, or this church will be set on fire.
Wait, do you mean Brunhilde?
Yes.
Who's gonna set it on fire?
You guys are speaking Elvish, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you're whispering?
Yes.
Both of you roll me stealth checks.
Oh, fuck.
Not at disadvantage. Your armor does not play a factor in this. Because you're
Okay.
you're trying to disguise your voice. You're not trying to worry about someone seeing or hearing you move around.
15.
Okay. Okay. Continue your conversation.
Yeah, who's trying to burn the church down?
Presumption is the army here on this world.
But why?
All I know is they didn't want her attacking the monster, presumably to keep her safe.
And for that, they're gonna burn a whole church?
They threatened to.
They threatened to? I mean,
Yeah. If I couldn't get her to go home.
are they outside?
Yes.
Well, shit. A ring wouldn't really work then. And we sort of need her.
I'm aware. I warned them I wasn't probably going to be able to.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Aink yells out, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, let's go to sleep."
You just wanna sleep.
What are you two doing?
shit.
Orlind calls out, "Good night, friends."
We could just try and tell her. We could whisper it. Hello.
It's only a noise.
Listen.
It's probably the only thing again. I don't know how many there are.
Me la estoy comiendo. ¿Quieres que la traiga para abajo? Okay, bye. What did you say? Hello?
Probably. I don't know how many there are.
So, do we just whisper it to her or something?
Aink is gonna cast prestidigitation to clean his pew so it's not dirty.
Alright, your pew is now sparkling clean.
Nice.
The duck seems pleased.
He proceeds to poop all over.
So, Rinder, what do we do?
I don't know. I run, fight shit, and then get out.
Then we'll tell her. She'd probably think the same way. I'll go tell her then. She's going to...
Wait, Helena.
What?
Try not to be in front of the windows.
I mean, she's right there.
Like, no. How else do you think they're watching us?
It's obviously at this moment that Rinder has to seduce Brunhilde to get her to move somewhere else.
Oh, God.
Get down, Mr. President.
Not this shit again.
She's like, the best I could do is like crawl on the ground or something. I don't know what you want from me. We can call her, but it's the same thing.
I could try walking from the window briefly. I don't know.
Sure. Stand in front of the window for a sec. Literally, old school shoplifting tactics. Shield me. You ready?
Sure.
Alright, both of you roll me a perform check.
Oh, Lord.
Fuck me. I need to go bring some fucking snacks because nobody can stand up and get them. So here's my performance and I'll be right back. Great.
Yeah, Rinder, you try to casually walk in front of the window and you give a big yawn and stretch your arms as you do.
I mean, it is nighttime, so.
And you go, I sure am so tired!
Right.
Yes, good night, friend.
Yes, good night, idiot.
He glares at the goblin.
Everyone roll me perceptions. Orlind! You see the doors suddenly fling open to the church. One moment. Just gonna reuse this music. And
Alright.
4 men suddenly burst in,
Oh god.
taking a defensive position around the doors. Anyone get higher than a 20 on that perception? Alex, you want to roll me perception?
Yeah, give me a second. I rolled yet.
Helena, you can see nails being hammered into the door behind the people protecting it. It looks like someone outside is beginning to nail the doors shut.
Oh god. Someone's trying to nail the door shut.
Everyone,
Did somebody say nail the door shut?
everyone initiative. Tal, because I already know you're going to ask this, no, they are not wearing anything with a bloody rose on it.
I wasn't gonna ask that. Like, I actually give a shit.
Okay. They're armed with spears and shields. Aink, you're up.
Well,
Trying to ride.
your first mistake was congregating at a door, and it's fireball time.
Oh hell yeah. Wait. Wait.
We're inside.
What? You don't like fireball?
Helena, blowing up a section of this church would be sacrilegious.
That's blasphemous! Don't do it!
I don't give a shit. My only goddess is Takahara-shan.
Are you casting fireball?
No, because everyone seems to get their panties in a twist.
All right.
Fucking,
Yes!
Fucking grow to twice your height. No one bats an eyelash. Fucking blow a church up and everyone loses their goddamn fucking mind.
Don't blow churches up!
Wait, it didn't.
You want to
I
bring
guess-
the wrath of the god here.
I guess I'll use oh, I know. Come, Krieger, come in, Krieger.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
I need a drop crate.
Alright, what do you need?
I need a Ford.
Alright, you'll have to give me some time to prep it. You were pretty adamant that I not throw it at you last time.
Yeah, but now I kind of want it.
Okay, well, you'll have to give me some time to prepare.
How much is time?
I don't know, I have to go all the way to your room, I have to get the
I don't
Ford,
have
I have to
room.
bring it over here. I
It's in
have
the
to
common
imagine
room.
all the rooms big enough to accommodate it moving throughout the tent. It's gonna take time, man.
Fine, don't do it then.
I mean, technically, Aink doesn't have a room, so...
Fine,
Yeah.
don't do it then. I'll just fucking do this myself.
Okay.
I'll use a sorcery point to use twin spell on shield touch on these two.
Alright, well, you're at it, my dude. I don't know how your luck manages to always do this.
Huh?
Pick a number between 1 and 10,000.
9,723.
Alright, one moment. 9,723. Huh. Alright, that changes the whole session. You guys, all of a sudden, everyone feels really like all suddenly get a migraine, and you see all the guards, the soldiers holding their heads as well. And,
Mhm.
everyone roll me a perception.
Uh-oh.
Wait, give me a second. I got the wrong thing. Here you go.
Helena and Aink. You guys, Rinder, it's too dark outside for you to notice this, but you guys, when you look out through the window, the temple seems to be, the scenery outside the temple has changed. It doesn't look like any, like, different, like you're on a different world or anything. It just looks different, as if, like, the temple was in a different spot.
Okay.
How
There's
can...
no more hammering on the outside of the door.
Oh god. Crisis averted.
Question, how can Helena see it, but I
Yeah,
can't
I
see
was
it?
about. I got 19.
Oh,
Rinder
no,
got 20.
You got the same thing, Rinder. You like the fact that you got a 20, more higher than 20 would normally glean you more information, but since you don't have good eyesight, you can't.
Okay.
So like, you
Anyway,
get the same information that Helena got.
let me just roll this twice though, before I forget
That
it.
hit? That hits.
First one is this damage. Second
That was
one
the guy here, right?
no, it was these two people that I hit.
Okay, top one is the one that took 6, bottom one is the one that took 1. This guy, like, confused at why the hammering is stopped, leans over and opens the door and looks out, and there's no one on the outside of the door. He goes, And he looks to the others and like, what do we do? And you overhear them say, I don't know, the commander's on the outside. Where'd he go? What happened? Brunhilde, kind of annoyingly, like with an annoyed gesture, grabs the hilt of her battle axe and hops over the pew. And then, like, walks out to here, cracking her knuckles and cracking her neck, and is like, I know what I'm gonna do. Orlind? You had laid down, so you're not wearing armor.
Yeah. How long would it take to put it on?
Not too long.
How
It would
long
take
is
too long.
Huh?
It would take the whole fight, essentially.
Well,
You have a
this-
shield at least.
Yeah.
Helena?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna stand behind Brunhilde.
The guards all level their spears at you and is like, stay back! We, stay back! Rinder?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he readies his shield and to
Jesus.
the bar.
Aink?
Oh, it's my turn again?
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna get off my pew. I'm gonna put the duck on the pew so it's safe. 5, 10. Fuck him. Ah! Over here, I guess. And I'll cast just a normal chill touch on the dude up top.
Okay. Yep, that hits him. It gets around his shield. Cool.
They're not undead, right?
Oh,
Don't seem to be.
I'm just asking because if they're undead, they get like disadvantage on the next roll or something.
Hilde raises her battle axe and silently charges into this guy. They both jab at her with their spears, but the first one, as she's charging, she kicks one of her boots out at the guy, knocking the spear tip to the side. And the second one, she kind of like pauses as he jabs his spear forward, pirouettes, and then brings the flat of the head of the axe down on the guy's head. And he's wearing like a flat helmet that you hear a resounding tong off of, and he seems dazed. Orlind?
So you're telling me she's swinging non-lethally?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take out
Oh.
my whip then.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. I'll take out my... I know, I was like, should I poison spray? I'll take out my whip. And
Okay.
use it on this dude.
Alright. Give me a moment. I have an idea.
I'm scared.
It's just gonna be the Indiana Jones theme or something.
Didn't seem to work. Hold on.
I heard it
I
actually.
heard it.
Oh, hold on. I didn't hear it. Let me try this one.
What?
That
That
was
was
weird.
worse.
Hold on. Ah, this is the one I wanted. This is perfect. This is what. There we go. And he blocks it with his shield, though. Helena?
She is. Wait a second. Let me see. What can I do?
Oh no, you tell me.
Give me a second. I'm thinking. She's. Oh, how far is that? She's gonna use Sacred Flame on this dude, I guess. This one over here.
Okay. So he makes a reflex. And he dodges out of the way of your fire.
Smart man.
guy hops over the pew. It's like, we don't need to defend the door anymore. Get them. That guy tries to stab at Hilde, and she like weaves between his spear pokes. Rinder.
He's gonna step up. He's gonna smack him.
Okay.
12.
He blocks with his shield.
About 10.
That time he just steps to the side. This guy rushes at you, Orlind. You block both strikes with your
My AC is 12.
You still block both strikes with your shield. Aink.
Wow. If Hilda doesn't want to, kill him, I guess I'll have to be nice too. And he's gonna smack this dude.
Okay.
Non-lethally.
Okay. That hits. Yep. One moment. Rinder, the guy you're fighting, is going to try and bash you with his shield, but you managed to avoid it. Hilde? Oh, wait. She again brings her battle axe down, conking this guy in the fucking head.
By the way, when Aink uses non-lethally with his longsword, he's just whacking someone with his blockchain.
Orlind?
Okay, I will whip this guy.
So, by the way, Dylan, I have one of the songs that I uploaded that has like a whip as part of the soundtrack. It's one of the West of Loathing.
Helena? That's awesome, Martin.
Huh?
It's Orland's new theme.
15, 20. Can I get on the thing?
Stand on the pew, yes.
Yes. Just gonna try and hit this guy with her quarterstaff.
Okay.
I hope I fixed it from last time. Did it? Oh, here we go.
Purr, kitty. No, he blocks.
But it's still giving me negatives.
So, okay, the thing is, I'm actually not sure if quarterstaffs are versatile weapons. Because I think I got confused last time because it's a monk weapon, which is where I was getting it from. So,
Yeah, I think quarterstaffs are only dex or strength if
No, it is versatile. Okay.
No, but versatile means that you can wield it with one or two hands.
Yep. Yep. It's light that you're thinking of that lets you use dex.
If finesse is what it's called.
Sorry,
Oh,
finesse.
okay, finesse. Okay.
Okay.
But I think that monks can use quarterstaffs as finesse weapons.
Yeah, that's where I was.
But I'm not a
confused.
monk then.
Yeah, so you have it right, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Helena, you duck behind like the top of the pew, blocking this guy's spear tip each time. And the other guy jams the hilt of his spear into Hilde's gut, and she kind of goes, ugh.
Rinder is gonna smack him.
Rinder, smack him.
Non-lethal.
Okay.
Non-lethal
That hit.
again. So that's
He's looking a little
13.
dizzy.
13 and then
11,
24.
yeah. Yep, he's definitely hurt. Aink, what's your AC?
14.
You're gonna get bashed, and then you're gonna get stabbed.
Ow.
So I need you to do me a strength save.
Uh-oh. I mean, who am I kidding? My saves are kind of good. Well,
Yeah,
not
you
good
avoid
enough.
being knocked
Oh, okay.
prone, but you take 5 bludgeoning damage, and then from the stab, you're gonna take 6 damage. So a total of 11 damage.
Ow!
Now it's your turn.
Bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna disengage to here, and then I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right. You begin shimmering with your magical aura. Rinder, you avoid the shield bash. You don't avoid the stab. You take 8 damage.
Jesus.
Oh, and then Hilde crits this guy and wallops him so hard. She essentially kicks him in the chest, and then as he's like stumbling back, she presses the advantage, baseball swinging her battle axe into the front side of his face, which sends him flying and knocking him through the doors. Because he had it open, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise they swing inwards. And Orlind.
Whip him again. The one right next to me. Sorry?
That hits. Helena?
Alright, let's try this again.
He doesn't even look in your direction as he blocks you with his shield. He turns to you now, though, because he's going to try and poke you again, twice.
No thanks.
You didn't go to sleep, so you still have your armor on.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
16.
Yep. Again, you just duck behind the pew, and he says, "Stop it." Rinder,
No!
Rinder, don't smack that guy.
smack that hoe.
17.
Does not hit. He blocks with his shield.
Okay. How about a nat 20?
That hits.
Non-lethal, of course.
Yeah,
Nine.
that guy slumps to the ground as you swing your your scimitar flat side into his shield, breaking his shield, and a piece of it flies off, hits him in the head, and causes him to slump down.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Wasn't there 4? Where did the last one go?
He got pushed out of the door.
Oh, I have
He'll,
not
like,
been
kick
paying
them through the
attention
door.
apparently.
Orlind, you're gonna get hit by a shield bash for 3 damage, and I need a strength save. You're knocked prone, and then he drives his spear down into you for 6. Aink?
Aink is gonna walk up behind Helena, and he's gonna poke her in the behind. Poke.
Excuse me?
And he holds up his spare dagger and he says, "I think you'd like one of these better."
Oh, okay.
Because you can use finesse with it, so you can actually use your dex mod.
Not to look for, like, shit for daggers.
And you're handed a dagger.
And
Neat!
then, and then he just walks up to you.
Hildy gives that guy a good wallop. Oops. Orlind?
Okay, let us try this. I will stand up.
You get back to your feet, cracking your whip.
Yes.
That hits. You wrap your whip around his throat and pull it tight. You hear him gurgle before he slumps, and then you pull it free before you choke him to death. Instead, just choking him into unconsciousness. Helena?
I'm still writing up for the dagger thing. Give me a second. I don't know what that means, but I hope I did this right. That can't be right.
Your sister go.
I'll fix it next time, because I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly.
That does not hit.
Yeah, you
Now
did
he's
it right.
crouched behind the pew and you can't get to him. This time, however, Helena, a spear comes jabbing up as you're trying to stab him and gets you for 4 damage. Rinder?
He's gonna smack him.
Okay,
21.
that hits.
Gonna smack him again.
Okay,
18.
that hits. You unleash
Oh my
a vicious pair of swings at him. Aink?
Oh, that's my name.
I mean, your name's Martin.
No, I'm Aink.
Oh no.
I'm Aink now. Gonna smack the dude here. I saw how cool Orlind was with his whip, so I'm gonna whip this dude with my blockchain.
Okay.
Let me blockchain this bitch.
Whack. 5 damage.
Not a whole lot.
He says, I'm gonna check outside, see what happened.
Careful.
Orlind, you're up.
I can still hit him from here, like from behind Rinder, right?
Yeah, it's a reach weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nah.
No. You whip Rinder's armor in the back. Helena?
I whip his ass.
He lets out a soft.
No.
No, but your
No.
pillow did.
Huh?
Your pillow did.
Oh.
Can't hit anything for shit.
Now you're trying though, Helena.
Oh my
I'm
god.
keeping him busy.
Fucking 13 again. Volunteer
And he
fucking
crits you,
triggered.
Helena.
He what?
He crits you as you like lean down to try and stab him again. His spear tip comes up and gives you a deep gash on your cheek for
Oh.
10 damage. Rinder,
Gonna smack him.
smack him.
20. Is he still up?
He is.
16.
He manages to turn aside your blow. Aink,
I'm gonna smack him from this side.
okay.
Where the fuck did he go? Oh, I closed it, that's why. I am not good at this. That's a miss, right?
It is, yes.
I'm disengage with my goblin action. Just go over here.
Hilde comes back in. Alright, I've got good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Hit
Which
us with
first?
the good. Hit us with the good news. I like good.
Bad ones first.
Oh, okay, are we gonna have to fight about what news we want to get
No,
first while we're fighting?
Summed up, good news is the whole temple teleported 2 miles back the way that we had come,
Oh no.
from the look of it.
And we don't have our horses.
Yeah, that's the bad news. The other bad news is the other soldiers, I can see them down the road. They're trying to run this way. If we get out of here quick, we can avoid them.
Okay.
But that means we're not going to get any sleep. Or we could wait for them to get here, fight them, and then get a good night's rest.
How many are there?
I don't know. Looks to be more than what we just fought running towards us. They've got dogs, too.
Mm.
Well, if we get outside of the temple, at least we can fight them, you know, when I can start
open.
using fireballs.
Yeah, we can fight them outside.
Yeah, we can fight him outside, I guess.
Do we want to fight them and then get a good night's rest?
I think we can take them, friends.
The one guard on the inside is like, Orlind?
I wasn't talking to you, friend.
Helena?
How much you want to guess or bet? I'm gonna get 13 again.
Oh. Still misses.
Still
Yeah.
Curiously, what
I
damage
think
does it roll when you roll it?
That's what I.
What do you mean?
Just click to see what the damage is. I just want to make sure that it's a dex damage. Yeah, it's dex damage.
Yeah.
Nice, you did it correctly.
Helena, you take 6 damage as he stabs you again.
Ugh.
Rinder?
I'll smack him. Nope.
No. He blocks the first one with his shield and then turns your second aside with his spear. Aink?
Hank comes back up and he yells, "Stop resisting!"
Takahata! Get him, Daddy! And you knock the resistance out of him as he crashes to the ground.
You respect my authority.
Oh my god, Ike is Cartman now.
It is like, alright, looks like we got a few minutes before they get to us. They've got to get 2 miles. They can still see us and we can see them out there because we're in the plains still.
Okay, I need my fucking armor.
Yeah. If you have someone help you put on your armor, you might be able to get it on in time.
I can help.
You
No,
need to
you
heal.
need to heal. Ike will help. Otherwise, he might just teleport the temple again for all we know.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go outside and get ready for them.
Also, Rinder should check them for like stuff we can
Yeah.
use.
Can I use a healing word on myself?
Yes.
Alright, I'm
Why
gonna do
not
that.
just use? Can't you use cure wounds? Oh, you didn't prepare cure wounds. That's why.
No, I do. I always have it prepared as a domain spell, but I rather save it for later, and like if someone needs it.
Rinder checks the 2 of them.
3 of them.
3
4
of
of them.
them.
There should be
4
4
of
of
them.
them.
They're,
Oh yeah, he's standing on
they're
one.
just soldiers. They don't really have anything useful on them.
Okay.
It looks like they didn't bring any money or anything with them either.
Okay.
Render
well,
takes their
hey,
weapons.
They have spears.
Okay.
Throw them to
see,
the side in case.
what if you put their stuff in the offering box and then just take more stuff out of it?
That's greedy.
But what
In
if,
no nature.
what if he puts them on the people that the spears belong to?
Just to confuse them. What if you put a person inside it? What if you put my head inside it? Also,
Stop with the head. How about you put the head on them and let them keep it?
Alright, you guys have approximately 2 to 5 minutes before they get to you.
I'm just putting on my armor.
I helped with putting on the armor.
Okay? Helena?
I already used my healing word on myself.
You have 5 minutes. Healing word took you 5 seconds.
Well, sir, I don't want to use any more of my spells.
That's fine. Are you doing anything else? Are you going outside to get ready?
Yes.
Okay. Eventually, you're all of you are set.
I was just wondering if I have time to do a lay on hands of Helena.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'll do it for 5
Hey,
minutes.
hey,
You're
look,
gonna have
we're
to
all full
update
health.
Your token's health.
Oh god, I don't remember what my HP was.
I will tell you. Helena, after your healing word, you were at 18, I believe, correct?
I was 15. I
So why am
think.
18 on your sheet.
Oh, that's not it. That's the one on a token. I'm not doing the sheet thing.
Yeah, your token is 18.
Yeah.
Is that before or after healing word?
Whatever's on the token, it's the one on with the healing word.
Okay. Rinder,
He went
no.
to get food.
Aink, you're at 31. Orlind,
Oh yeah, sorry.
you're at 26.
I'm
Someone
at
let
what?
you know he's at 53.
53. God damn it. Okay, well,
I will-
Helena
I will
gets...
be right back. I'm gonna make a phone call and we're gonna take like 10 because I have to make this call now. It's for work.
Okay, Helena gets another
Okay.
5 HP.
Okay.
I didn't want to have to call in the middle of like the session, but if May's gone to get food, then we may as well take a short break. And
Yeah.
I wasn't actually able to make this call until after 6.
I'll get food too then.
Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Shouldn't be too long.